we're going to keep sliding down the table. We could be 14th by the end of the week.
Yeah, but with about 5 games left, there's no point in Poch coming in now because it's like, coming to do what, bro? You know what I mean? If I'm Pochettino, I'll be at the training ground, just overseeing training, like seeing the players' attitude, seeing who's training hard, seeing who I think potentially I could do what with, who I want to keep and who I don't want to keep. But I ain't putting my name on that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just a case like you just want someone with a bit of sense in charge. Because Potter makes no sense. Lampard made less sense. Bruno did all right. I wouldn't have minded keeping Bruno the way things have gone, but he wanted to leave with Potter, is what it is. I think Pochettino would just give us a little bit of stability, even if we probably only won 1 or 2 games. Be better than what we've been seeing for the last month or 2.
Bro, but even if you just announce him, bro, because at least players will know what their future holds, and that might make some of them feel a bit more comfortable. And also,
nah, they're on the beach anyway, bro.
No, but it will let a few men know that they're playing for their futures if they know who the manager is. Surely.
More than half of them are rumored to or want to leave. More than half of them I would gladly push off a cliff if I got given the opportunity for. So that don't even make a difference to me. Like, we're just hopeless in general. There is no redeeming attribute to us right now.
So you think that the reason why you're playing like that is because half of these men have checked out because they know they're not going to be there next season. They don't care.
Exactly, bro. This is the same thing that happened to us last season when we got knocked out by Madrid. The performances had a fucking nosedive. We got battered 4-2 by Arsenal. We lost 1-0 to Lampard's Everton. What else? The Man United draw as well, where we just were so shit going forward. We've seen these performances happen before. I was calling this in my fan cams before the Madrid game. I was hoping and praying we do something in that game because performances were only going to get worse from that if it could even get worse. And they did. Even the likes of Thiago Silva are looking sloppy now. Enzo's looking sloppy. Kante's looking sloppy. There's nothing left. The players are done. The manager's done. The fans are done. We're just sitting here with 5 games left, waiting for this shit season to be over and done with. We're stuck in limbo. People aren't even bantering us too tough anymore because we're just not funny anymore. We've been in this situation since September. Usually, I've seen this narrative around as well where people are like, why aren't people giving Chelsea enough stick? Blah, blah, blah. Because we've been doing this since September. This is big headlines and everything. Not even that, since August. This would be big headlines in August, in September, in October. It's boring in April, in March. It's like, can you lot have like a bit of an upturn? So then if you lot drop down again, it can make headlines again. No, we just lose. We just draw. We don't win. What's the point of taking the piss out of something that's already dead? Finished. So what's the point?
It's true.
So like, I know people are trying to say it's Chelsea small club and everything. No other top 6 side has had a season as shit as we've had as a big 6 team. So you can't say it's because of a small club narrative or anything like that. None of you lot have had this position. Even in people's worst seasons, they've been 8th, 7th, 5th. Yeah. That's been horrific seasons. This is just like, you lot are washed. Arsenal, like, this wasn't even a big win for them beating us. And it was a fucking London derby. Big London derby. Because we're not serious. We're not shit. You can't flex a win against us. Like, what is that? We beat Chelsea. We battered Chelsea. Who doesn't?
No, you're right.
Who doesn't? We are the equivalent of that. Like, teams facing us are the equivalent of that meme of, you know, the guy running into the yard and the guy's like, don't worry, you're going to get some. You're going to get some. And the girl's giving sloppy to like 11 men. That's what Chelsea are. Whatever club you are, roll through. You're going to get some. You're going to get some. You don't have to worry about it. Don't stress. We're shit. We don't train. We don't play. We just pass the ball around and concede sooner or later. No, that's why I keep saying, stop flexing these wins to me. I do not give a shit. If you lot even draw, if you lot even concede to us, that is embarrassing. We have the 16th worst attack in the league. We have to score 15 goals in 5 games to equal our worst ever tally. You got to score 3 goals a game. That's how bad we are. That's why it's not serious no more. We ain't serious.
Nah, bro. Like, bruv, Nothing but facts. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, someone's just slapped in this video, blood. Let's watch this. I haven't seen this. This is the extended thing.
Very like negative. And like I said, I've had one manager like scream at me, and it was Lampard, and I didn't react. But that's what I was saying. Like,
so what was it about? What was the incident?
We got smashed by Aston Villa 4-0, I think. 4-0, I think. And I said some comments after the game, and then it just went in. But it was nothing to do really with football. It was more about me as a person, which was very strange to me. And because he said some things that like were just very strange. Very strange. Do you know, like, for instance, when someone says, I'm not scared of you,
That's strange. That's weird.
So is that what it said?
Yeah.
Okay, because you've got that aura that,
but he said I walk slow. He said some things. He said I bully people.
That's strange.
And like anybody you could ask, if you was to ask anyone, and I know it might sound a bit egotistical, I'm gonna say no. They'll say, no, Andre is cool. Never once even raised my voice at man. A bully. Don't play with me. Don't. But bully is different. Don't play with me. I'll talk to you by yourself. Oh, brother, can I chat to you? Let's go over there. Yeah, come. And then listen me out. That's my type of. But in front of
energy.
Because you're gonna react because it's in front of people. Now we've got a problem. No, brother, come. You want to go shop? Yeah. When we're in the shop, listen. See, I'm gonna mash you up. I'm gonna tell you why. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not all the things that he said. So it was weird. So I did.
He's a funny guy, bro. Lampard.
Well, what was that about? Because I don't know the context.
Nah, but bro, he was talking about how dead Lampard was as a manager. I saw another small clip, of him.
Oh, is that from his time at Everton?
No, I think that was it must have been, bro. No, actually, it was Derby. I swear he was talking about. Wasn't he talking about Derby?
Panned 4-0 by Villa, like
Derby. I think it was a cup. No, it was a cup. He was at Derby. He was at Derby at the time.
And it was Lampard saying shit.
Lampard was the manager, bro, and he was like, "Yo, Lampard's a weird youth, blood." And like, I see a next video, where he was talking about how shit Lampard was like. Do you know what I mean? And how it was bare clicky there, and like he just had his guys in it, and obviously he had Mason Mount there in it.
I remember, like, at the end of his first spell, a lot of players had fallen out with him before that. There was talks of the likes of Rudiger, Jorginho, Kovacic. There's another player, I think Kepa, and maybe a few more who had all gone up to Roman Abramovich immediately and was speaking about the issues that they were having with Lampard in charge. Not too surprised to hear it. Like, Lampard's always struck me in the first spell at Chelsea as someone who tried to move like Mourinho when he was never really Mourinho. Like, he give you the silent treatment when you're injured and all of that because he wants to motivate you. But it's like, you ain't Jose, bro.
Oh, that's what Glenn Johnson said about Brendan Rodgers, I swear.
Well, Rodgers tried the same thing. I'm not surprised because they've all been under Mourinho.
Yeah, he said, hey, Rodgers thought that he was Jose and that, like trying to do the reverse psychology thing. And it's like, bruv, you ain't done nothing in the game. What are you doing, bruv?
Exactly.
You know
Jose Mourinho was arrogant as fuck, but he backed it up every single step of the way. And all you had to do was respect it. Because everything he said, he stood by and he proved. Lampard, it's like, no, like, you got given the Derby job. You got given the Chelsea job because you were in a transfer ban. You did well in your first season as well. I did not expect us to get top 4. Fair play to you for that. I'll always have respect for you for that as a manager. But we're also not going to pretend it was all fucking roses along the way. Like, we conceded about 50, 60 goals that season. I think it was the most amount of goals we've ever conceded in the Abramovich era. And yeah, like, it wasn't brilliant. And it was only downhill from there afterwards. His man management was terrible. I think Pulisic was another one that fell out with Lampard. Who else? Kovacic. The whole midfield was a fucking mess. Wasn't speaking to certain players in the dressing room. I think Kovacic was the one who said he hadn't spoken to him in months. Jorginho was getting benched for no reason. So
why did they bring him back?
PR. It was a PR move. Like, we all saw through it at the time. We just thought Graham Potter's been so shit, it can't get worse under Frank. And it did.